Welcome back. Right now, it's a great time to plan for your 2016 Cubs spring training experience at beautiful Sloan Park. Go to Cubs.com/Mesa. Place a deposit on season tickets and secure the best seats available. Individual spring training tickets will go on sale in January. So be sure to visit Cubs.com/Mesa for the latest updates.
So the Cubs' tentative schedule for next year is out, and they'll actually open the season on the road in the American League in Anaheim Tuesday, April 5th. Play the Diamondbacks on that trip, and then open a Monday night against Cincinnati on April the 11th. We'll go back to it here in a second. Molina with a ground ball into right, and that's a base hit. Leadoff single, Molina. Let's go back to 2016. Or let's not. Well, the Cubs will play the American League West. And we'll head back to Houston, one of the Cubs' old division rivals. 4 games in 4 days against the White Sox. 2-2 home and home. And we'll finish the year in Cincinnati. Here's Moss.
5 three-city road trips on the schedule next year. There's only 2 such road trips this year. But obviously you have some nice long homestands because of that as well. Moss has been in swing mode. Still in swing mode.
So did you notice middle of the year, the stretch, including the All-Star break starting on July 11th? Cubs are then home after the break to play Texas and the Mets. Trip to Milwaukee. 2 on the south side, and then home again for 3 more series. The Cubs will spend, theoretically, or they could sleep in their own beds from July 11th till August 3rd. Not bad.
Yeah, well, we've had that run this year. What was it, 19 days?
Moss could not hold up. Well, he's had a rough series. Talking to himself.
Well, I think guys like Moss, who are home run hitters, when their team's way down, they get, overly aggressive, knowing that the best way to get back into it is to pop a couple out of the ballpark with a man on base. Pitcher's on top of his game. He can exploit that.
A strike on Reynolds.
Cardinals have been around since the 1880s. They are originally the St. Louis Brown Stockings, a member of the American Association. Had a very colorful owner in the early days, a fellow by the name of Chris Vonder, a German immigrant who knew absolutely nothing about baseball. He was a store owner, and then he expanded his store, sold beer out of the back of the store, and he noticed a lot of baseball fans would come over after the games and buy beer. So he said, hey, this is a pretty good marriage. So
I'm a fan.
He acquired the team, sold tickets for 25 cents, figuring you get as many people into the ballpark as possible and sell them a bunch of beer. That beer baseball link has been very strong in this city for a long time. Once in protesting a game that they were playing, it was dark, and he wanted the game to be called. The umpire wouldn't call the game. He lit a bunch of candles and put them in front of the dugout.
Chopped to short. They get one. They get two. Second inning ending. 6-4-3 double play for the Cubs.
Mother Nature can turn in an instant. Don't turn back. Introducing the new 2016 Ford Explorer. Be unstoppable.
This is my fight song.
Mike Anderson Chevrolet is the Chevy Giant.
And we have a giant selection.
We have hundreds of cars on our lot and hundreds more at our Maryville location. Whatever you're looking for, we got it.
We have Sonics, Trax, and Camaro, and we have to clear them out to make way for the 2016.
Hurry into Mike Anderson Chevrolet in Chicago and save.
Visit Mike Anderson Chevrolet in Chicago, 1 mile west of the Kennedy on beautiful Irving Park Road.
Mike Anderson Chevrolet, the Chevy Giant.
At DirecTV, we believe being ranked #1 in customer satisfaction is cause for celebration. We believe being named one of the greenest companies in the world highlights our enduring commitment to the environment. That winning 7 Emmy Awards in technical achievement showcases our innovative spirit. Each day we redefine what DirecTV can be, because we believe there's no place for ordinary when you entertain the extraordinary. Don't just watch TV. DirecTV.
Hey folks, welcome back. Cubs lead 6-0. We've played 4 here. Perhaps you recall a while back, Glenn and I answered your Facebook questions. Tomorrow it's Cap and Hawley's turn. They'll be answering your questions directly on CSN Chicago's Facebook page during tomorrow's game. Also during the pre and post game coverage. To participate, just visit facebook.com/CSN Chicago. Submit your questions. Tune in tomorrow to see if they answer your questions on air.
Well, another short start by a Cardinal pitcher. Tommy Pham will come in and play left. Piscotty goes to first. And former Cub Carlos Villanueva will do the pitching.
2 1/3 for Lynn yesterday, 4 for Waka this evening. And Carlos Villanueva, this is where he's really valuable. Can come out of that pen stretched out, give you some multiple innings. This year he's posted good numbers. 4-3, 2.82 the ERA, 54 1/3 innings. He's allowed just 44 hits. Good strikeout to walk numbers. He'll give you the kitchen sink. Fastball, curve, slider, change. He'll quick pitch you. A big, slow, looping curveball.
All right, so as he faces Rizzo in a swing and a miss, why is it always the kitchen sink? Everything but the kitchen sink. Why couldn't it be everything but the dishwasher, everything but the coffee maker? Is the kitchen sink just...
I think when you do a remodel, maybe
that's the one thing
people would keep the sink. Okay. I don't know.
Everything but the fridge.
This is worth exploring. Everything but the toaster.
Everything but the living room couch he throws. Bounced foul. The rare crafty righty.
Yeah, there's a left-hander trapped in there, in that right-handed body.
A-Rod has hit 30 home runs now for the 15th time in his career. That ties the all-time record set by Hank Aaron. Foul to first. Yankees and Orioles are tied at 1. Ryan Flaherty has homered for the Orioles. I don't even have to look it up. They've both been solo shots. 1-1. 6 for the Mets in the 7th. They're tied 7-7 with the Nationals as Washington bats in the bottom of that inning. They go to the 8th in Cincinnati. Still 5-zip Pirates. Slicing drive left field, out of play.
I'm looking on the Google machine here. This everything but the kitchen sink. Based on the idea that if you brought many things to someone, a kitchen sink is one of the last things you would bring because it's difficult to move.
Okay, that makes sense. Another ball struck well by Rizzo. This will end up being an out. These are 3 really good swings tonight.
Cub fans, don't miss your chance to catch the best matchups in baseball. Reserve your place in line for history in the making. Join the season ticket holder waiting list. It's easy and free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list. Yeah, you remember Anthony, I don't know, a couple weeks ago went through a little bit of a funk. Just put that in the rearview mirror.
Way up in the air off the bat of Bryant. Piscotty needs some help, and he gets it from Carpenter, who makes the catch. It's funny, I mentioned A-Rod, get all this feedback. He's a cheater. Hank didn't cheat, doesn't count. I'm just giving you the information. You can do with it what you wish. I'm telling you, A-Rod hit 30 home runs this year, and it's the 15th time he's done it. I made no other statement
Just a
about
statement
how he
of
got
fact.
there.
Just the facts, ma'am.
But since you brought it up, he sat out a whole season. Not like he didn't pay for his transgression.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there a point where, or is this, that's it?
Well, I think, I think, A-Rod, I just don't think there's no, people just don't like him. He's not a very likable guy.
Right. That's fair enough. But Montero hooks one to right, and it's caught by Hayward. All Cubs tonight, 6-0.
Hey, Chicago. Did you know that we can fly you internationally from Midway to your favorite places in Mexico, Belize, Costa Rica, and the Caribbean? You didn't? Well, that's why we're here. Ta-da! Chicago, you have lots of sunny options. So long, stateside. Hello, lots of sunny opportunities. Book now at Southwest.com.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey, buddy. Come smell those flowers.
Don't be shy. Come on.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. Bears hoping to have #1 wideout Alshon Jeffrey in action against the Packers on Sunday. But according to Bleacher Report's Jason Cole, Jeffrey leaning against playing in Week 1. Jeffrey's still on his rookie contract and reportedly does not want to play poorly or risk further injury to his calf by suiting up while still hurt in his walk year. Now, let you also know that Pittsburgh, a 6-0 lead in the 8th over the Reds. So if the Cubs hold their lead and that stays, they'd stay 2 back in that race. Now back to Len and JD in St. Louis.
Cap, thank you. Here's Jason Hamill. Back to work in the bottom of the 5th. And it will be an official game once we get through these 5 innings. Bunted by Garcia. Got him. Javi Baez from third on the barehanded pick.
Well, it looked like it was going to be trouble when he first got that bunt down, but Baez closed in a hurry and got off a very strong throw. Inching in as he sees that top hand slide down the barrel of the bat. Beautiful play. Cubs flashing a little leather here tonight, as well as swinging the bats.
On John Jay. Oh, and 2. That's not a bunt, but it acted like one, and Hamill will make the play.
Take home a game used or autographed item and help benefit Cubs charities. Cubs Authentics is the premier outlet for all MLB authenticated Cubs memorabilia. Visit Cubs.com/authentics to bid on weekly auction items and to pre-order game used bases and baseballs. Cubs will donate net proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics to Cubs charities.
Tommy Pham takes a slider too high.
It's a baseball cost. If you walk into a sporting goods store and want to buy a baseball,
I think maybe 15 to 20 bucks. Maybe
really that much.
Well, I mean, like an MLB baseball or just any old baseball.
A good one.
I think you buy like a
good one.
A Rawlings baseball.
Yeah.
Or is that who makes it? Yeah, I think fairly expensive. Deep right. We can look that up. Bryant's got it right up against the wall. 6-0 Cubs.
My name is Renee Ward.
Tony Orlando.
And this is my mailbox confession. I sell beauty products.
I am a CPA.
I sell fitness equipment.
Shh, just between you and me. I don't want the competition to know my secret.
You've got to have an address, and this is mine. The packing, the shipping.
It's local.
Mailbox, paperwork, the UPS store.
It's a miracle.
I confess, I don't know what I'd do without you.
Real small business owners count on the UPS store.
This summer, we've helped a lot of people get into the Honda they'd been searching for.
Nice wheels. Right back at you.
Aw, you guys. There's not much time left. The Honda Summer Clearance event ends soon. There's never been a better time to get into the new Honda you've had your eye on. Everyone happy?
Yay!
It's your last chance to find a great deal at the Honda Summer Clearance event.
T-Mobile now extends your home field beyond the borders at no extra charge. Get 4G LTE data in Mexico and Canada, just like in the U.S. And call and text as much as you want to and from the United States, Mexico, and Canada. You heard right. Unlimited calls to any phone, even mobile, in Mexico and Canada for free. It's included with Simple Choice plans. Only T-Mobile gives you coverage and calling in 3 countries for the price of 1. Switch now.
The road trip continues as Rizzo and the Cubs try to seize the series finale from Matt Holliday and the Cards. Coverage begins at noon with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto. Cubs versus Cardinals tomorrow afternoon on CSN.
Back here in St. Louis. Cubs leading 6-0 in one of the storylines. Well, the Cubs offense has been the biggest story. Cubs starting pitchers have been terrific, and the Cardinal starting pitchers not too happy. Michael Wacha smiling, but did you come up with the idea of having 2 different headshots?
Yeah, I like that idea.
See, Lance Lynn, that fits. The numbers. Wacha not so much.
Yeah. And that would be fun on when they take those photos in spring training and to tell the guy, look, I want you to smile in case we're using a graphic where you've done well. Now imagine you've just given up 7 runs in 2 innings. Give me that look.
Strike 1 to Javier Baez. He's had a great day. 2 doubles. Excellent defensive work. Playing third base.
I think the fastball to left and hit what appeared to be a breaking ball off the end of the bat with authority to right.
Ground ball to Garcia.
The Newborn Fan Club is the perfect gift to showcase what it means to be a Cub for life. Receive a customized photo of the Wrigley Field marquee, a Cubs birth certificate, baby stocking cap, and a Rookie of the Year onesie. Air quotes around many of those phrases for emphasis. Visit Cubs.com/kids today.
Kids today.
Yeah, Cubs for life. Birth certificate.
Right. But you got to say it like this. Kids today.
Kids today.
The 0-1 comebacker up the middle, but Garcia was shaded in that direction. So Hamels made contact all 3 times. RBI single and a run and 2 ground outs.
See, I asked that question about the price of a baseball because I was just thinking back to that, flashing back to when I was a kid going into a sporting goods store and buying a new ball, and you had the little box with the paper around it and the smell of that new ball.
I think you can get a baseball for $6 to $10, but if you want the
Official
MLB
Major
Rawlings
League
ball, it's like 15 to 20, depending on where you get it.
He'll hook you up.
One and one to Russell. Two and two. Low and away. Cubs leading the second wild card race by 8.5 over Washington going into tonight. 2 games behind Pittsburgh for the top wild card spot. And they really don't have to scoreboard watch that much. Just keep winning. That's all that really matters. They go down in order. Bottom 6, 6-0 for the visitors.
It's a feeling you only get by being here. See the stars, experience the excitement, and create memories that last a lifetime as NASCAR's top 16 drivers fight the field as they battle for the championship. Included with your ticket, a special live performance by Brett Eldredge. Buy early and save. Call 888-629-RACE or visit ChicagolandSpeedway.com. Chicagoland Speedway, the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup starts here.
High school football fans, this season you have the chance to show everyone what's going on at your game. Just shoot and share the best plays, moments, and celebrations with us by using the hashtag CSN What a Game. Comcast Sportsnet, Chicagoland's home for preps.
Today's no ordinary day for the Sims family. Today is the day where Mark Sims' time and dedication is paid off. And since his family has supported him from day one,
she's beautiful.
Mark's dream is more than just his achievement.
What'd you think? What'd you think? You like it?
It's theirs as well. You did it. Because we value your dream as much as you do, protect it. With auto insurance from American Family Insurance.
Amazing Cascade video walls from Prism. Learn more at prism.com.
The Antrel Roll Show, Tuesday nights at 10:30 on CSN.
Welcome back. Tomorrow afternoon, join us for the series finale. John Lester going for win number 10. Carlos Martinez will pitch for the Cardinals. Coverage begins at noon with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto on CSN Chicago. Should be a dandy.
Hamill to Carpenter. Dan Herron, best start as a Cub yesterday. Got a lot of run support, didn't really need a whole lot. You may say the run support helped him pitch as well as he did. I don't know, but he was good.
7 shutout innings. There was one little crisis point in the ball game. He had a bases loaded situation in the 4th. John Jay popped up to 3rd, and then Mark Reynolds, obviously a legitimate power guy, flew out to right. They put the cruise control on and settled in. Pitched 7 shutout.
One, 2 is off the plate in. Bounced. Called strike 3.
Usually don't hear a whole lot from Matt Carpenter. He was caught looking first time up, so 0-for-3 now with 2 strikeouts, both times looking. Borderline high fastball here. Normally you're not going to get this call, but you see our Honda pitch tracks there, top of the grid.
One strike to Piscotty.
It's like when a little kid tries to say spaghetti.
Mom, what are we having for dinner? Biscotti? Yes, with red sauce. Hey, what do you make of the Matt Garza situation? Did you see his quotes the other day?
Oh, I did. I saw some stuff out there on Twitter where he was being taken out of the rotation and he kind of let loose a little bit. I don't know that I actually read his quotes.
They wanted to put him in the bullpen like they did Kyle Loesch because they want to take a look at some of the younger pitchers, and he basically said, no, I disagree. Don't want to do it. I'll take it as a slap in the face. I'll get ready for next year. So it sounds like at this point he's just going to suit up, not going to pitch at all.
Yeah.
He essentially declined to pitch out of the bullpen. Yeah. Wow. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Well, I'm surprised they would want to use him out of the bullpen. I mean, you know, in September with all the call-ups, they would have plenty of arms out there. So I'd get their decision to shut him down and look at some young guys. And I can understand his desire not to pitch out of the bullpen, but to, you know, dig in and say, I won't do it. He's getting paid awfully well. So, you know, if I were Matt, I would have said, yeah, I'd prefer not to. But if you want me to pitch out of the pen, sure, I'll be, you know. My last year in Houston, I was taken out of the rotation. I was going to be a free agent at the end of the year. And I was told, we're not going to use you anymore in September.
Diving stop, Baez from his knees. He got him.
Have a night, kid.
Wow, what a night indeed for Javier Baez. Looks like he grew up playing third base. He was a shortstop. That's a shortstop play.
This is big. Like big. AT&T and DirecTV are now one, bringing television and wireless together. So you'll get your TV from home on the go, which means you can watch movies while you're on the move. Sitcoms while you sit on those. And even Fargo. In Fargo, you can check out water cooler worthy TV at the water cooler. Yeah? Flip between the fight, the game, and the ballet you didn't want to go to. Binge while you lose weight. Channel surf while you surf. And enjoy a good cliffhanger while you hang from a why am I yelling? The revolution will not only be televised, the revolution will be mobilized. Introducing the all-in-one plan, only from DirecTV and AT&T.
The Ford Free Ride Sales Event is here for Labor Day. Now, every 2015 Ford has 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers. You're free from interest. Every car, SUV, and truck, you're free to choose. Plus $1,000 Labor Day bonus cash direct from Ford on cars and SUVs. Interest-free financing for 6 years on every 2015 Ford, plus $1,000 Labor Day bonus cash on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford Free Ride Sales Event ends September 8th.
Cubs doing it all tonight. Jason Hamill's been good. The bats have been good. The defense has been outstanding. Here's a 6-4-3 to get Hamill out of early trouble. Another 6-4-3 double play for good measure. Baez a couple sparkling plays here on the bunt. And then this one, just a great reaction play and flips it on over from an E. Coughlin with a big play in left. Rizzo and Russell conspired on a play earlier as well. Good stuff. Kid can play the game.
Villanueva has faced 6 and retired all of them as he faces Austin Jackson here in the Cubs' 7th strike call.
I was telling before the inning break, my last year in Houston, I was going to be a free agent, and they were rebuilding, and I was told you're going to take you out of the rotation. And probably won't use you out of the bullpen. They basically said if you want to go home, you can. Which,
what did you?
Well, that would feel kind of weird.
So what did you do?
So I hung out. I, spent September with the club, and I don't think I pitched once. And I didn't want to pitch. Really didn't want to pitch out of the bullpen.
Sure.
Difference being, I was going to be a free agent. They were moving on. I knew I wasn't coming back. Garza's that relationship's going to have to exist, going forward.
Yeah, it felt like a very emotional response. Fair ball, and not a particularly reasoned one. And Jackson is in as Hayward's throw would not have gotten him either way. Austin is 2 out of 4.
Yeah, plus a line out last time up, so 3 real good swings tonight for Jackson. He likes to shoot the ball the other way. His base hit was to right, his line out was to right, and his 2 base hit to right.
Called strike on Castro. Line drive, left center, and it's down. It's going to get to the wall. Here comes Jackson. Castro to second with a double. Third time on for Starlin. He's got 4 RBIs tonight.
He's had a handful of multi-hit games here over the last 10 days or so. Jay in dogged pursuit, just couldn't get there. Another RBI for Castro. You see Jackson reading it, sees it down, knows he can just cruise on into home.
Kick the 1-0. Coghlan went around. 1-1.
With a win tonight, the Cubs would move 23 games above 500. That would be the high water mark for the year.
It's been quite a run. Cubs trying to get to 28-10 since July the 29th and win their 5th in a row. He struck him out. First strikeout for Villanueva, and the first out here in the Cubs' 7th. That'll bring up Anthony Rizzo. If you just joined us, Rizzo hit a 2-run homer in the first, the 100th of his career. Jason Hamill with an RBI single in the second. Starlin Castro a 3-run homer. That made it 6-0, and no runs until this 7th inning. Castro an RBI double. Cardinals haven't scored yet in the series.
Well, the way Rizzo's been swinging it, Villanueva's going to need all of his genius here. Sometimes you can tell just by the way a guy takes a pitch how well he's seeing the ball. Rizzo tracking that one all the way.
Look at that. Mets have come all the way back to take the lead.
What was it, 7-1?
It was 7-1.
7-3 or 7-1.
Yep.
Yeah.
6 in the 7th. Ground ball through. Castro scores. Rizzo knocks him in. So the two guys who've been in this lineup the longest, Castro and Rizzo, have had a night. 7 combined RBIs out of the 8.
Yeah, you just had a feeling the way Rizzo's been seeing it and swinging it, he was likely to hit the ball pretty hard off Villanueva here. And just beyond the diving rover, Matt Carpenter, RBI single for Rizzo. John Lester scheduled to pitch tomorrow, probably in that dugout saying, okay, boys, make sure you save some for tomorrow.
Former Marlin Steve Cishek.
Cardinals used 7 pitchers in the ball game last night. So far, just Walker and Villanueva here tonight. Pitching has led the way for St. Louis this year, but they've been roughed up here lately. In their series with the Pirates, they gave up 9 in one game, 7 in the finale on Sunday. So 9, 7, 9, and now 8 for the last 5 ball games.
Off the end of the bat, Villanueva leaves his feet, and that had trouble written all over it, didn't it? So Bryant with an infield hit. 4 hits in the inning.
First 3 all really well struck. This a bit fortunate for Chris, but it gets him on the board here. 1 out of 4 now as he lunges for that one. He leaned for it. Villanueva dove for it. Couldn't get the handle. Would have been a tough play anyway with Bryant going down the line.
Bounced foul. It'll be a Lester and Ross day tomorrow. John Lester on the mound. David Ross back to the plate. John's probably not even here, back at the team hotel. I talked to him today. He said he likes to get a good night's rest, especially before an afternoon start. I said, yeah, you know, some guys like to hang out for the whole game. He said, I'm too old for that. He knows his own body and what he needs before a game. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
Yeah, some guys won't even travel. Like a lot of times you'll have a late arrival on a charter, and usually you like to fly the starting pitcher ahead the next day's pitcher, but some guys aren't comfortable doing that. They just want to stay with the team, and they don't want to get out of that routine. Other guys prefer to get in early. And normally on a day like today, maybe sit around and watch 4 or 5 innings and head over to the team hotel.
Montero strikes out.
I did that once here. Scheduled to pitch the next day. I showered up, put my street clothes on, went outside, scalped the ticket, went back in. I was in left field at the Old Busch Stadium. Went up in the left field seats, ordered a frosty beverage, and watched a couple innings, and then went back to the hotel. It's kind of fun.
Would you have a root beer?
No, I had a beer.
Oh, you had a beer.
Beer. It would be. It would have been more fun to actually, like get seats out by the bullpen and heckle your teammates.
A beer. I like it. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Baez strikes out. All 3 outs were punch outs, but the Cubs scored twice. 8-0.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, I mean, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
Wow. Love the color.
Oh, thanks. I went to Lowe's and they helped me pick out the color and gave me a few tips to do it myself.
Well, it looks amazing.
Now that it's done, you know what else I'm going to finally try? Wearing a fedora.
Fedora twins!
Let's go. Low, Serena. Fight. Stay low. Come on, fight. Gotta stay low. Fight.
It took Serena Williams years to master the two-handed backhand.
Let's go.
But only one shot to master the Chase mobile app. Technology designed for you, so you can easily master the way you bank.
Our AT&T UVerse Multiview spreading around the accolades again tonight. Castro, Rizzo, Hamill have all been terrific. If we had another box there, we'd throw Javier Baez in too. He's been very good. He gets honorable mention.
Yeah, if we had a few more, we'd put Peter Brady in there and Marcia and Alice and the whole gang. We need to work on that. Game like tonight, we could fill up the whole Brady Bunch grid. Put Joe's mug in the middle, looking up like the way Alice does.
One strike on Molina.
Strike two. Pretty good straight change from Hamill.
Comes back with a fastball in. Inside again, 2-2.
If Jason gets through the seventh here, it will be the first time he has pitched 7 innings in a ball game since July 3rd. Longest outing since then, 6 1/3 against Atlanta 2 starts ago. A little wobbly early with a couple first inning walks, and he got a double play ball off the bat of Molina.
Did he go? No. Close.
First base runner since the Molina single in the 4th. Could have.
Tony Cruz will run for him. And Randal Grichuk's going to bat. Recently activated off the disabled list, but at the time was unable to pinch hit or throw because of a right elbow issue. So him as a pinch runner last night. He will hit here tonight. He was in that discussion for Rookie of the Year for a bit.
Yeah, well, look at those numbers. Those rate stats really get your attention. Very good slugging numbers. He's hit 15 home runs, hitting for a high average. Cardinals have done all this winning despite suffering some pretty significant injuries. We talked about Wainwright earlier. Holiday's been down for a good long while. Matt Adams as well.
He crosses that one to left, and that will get the Cardinals on the board for the first time in the series as he finds the second deck, actually the third of 4 decks in left. He crushed it. 8-2 now.
First plate appearance in a while for Grichuk. Apparently no rust. Something for the Cardinal fans to cheer about. First runs in the series for the Cardinals. Good, compact, powerful stroke by Grichuk. He is a strong young man.
A slider strike to Mark Reynolds. That's a strike, 1-2. Justin Grimm is up in the Cubs bullpen. Pitch number 99 from Hamill, and where was it? Too high? Could have been a strike according to pitch tracks.
Yeah. It has been a strike at times tonight.
Ball 4.
With Grimm up now, Joe Madden showing signs that he's going to treat this game a little bit differently in terms of his bullpen usage. Even though it's a 6-run lead, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go Grimm, Strop, Rondon to try to finish this one off.
Greg Garcia, the scheduled hitter. Well, we have a quick second. The Reverend and Mrs. Lyle Muller of Hot Springs, Arkansas are here tonight, celebrating their 58th wedding anniversary, cheering on the Cubs. Bob and Marianne Schultz, Crown Point, Indiana, are here. Marianne celebrating birthday number 81. That will be it for Jason Hamill. Pitching change here in the 7th. We'll be back.
It's called the domino effect. It starts with a plan that evolves into an action that produces a result. That result is the grand opening of the all-new Elgin Toyota with our state-of-the-art business center. And save time with our exclusive Toyota Express Maintenance. Browse over 1,000 new Toyotas and 400 used vehicles. Feel comfortable knowing that we speak your language. The grand opening sale going on now at Elgin Toyota, where Naperville Road ends and savings begin.
We manufacture pinball machines, and we are all about pinball. As we were deciding to move to Elk Grove Village, we were contacted by many different government officials. We spoke directly with Governor Walker of Wisconsin. We were in contact with the governments in Indiana and in Tennessee. We investigated numerous different areas, and we decided the best place for us was here in Elk Grove Village.
When you get away from smartphones and video games and tablets, it's amazing what you can really plug into. This season, shop the brands you love, plus thousands of items on sale now. Sports Authority, all things sporting good.
Hey, let's look at our fan photo. It is brought to you by T-Mobile. What do we got tonight?
Drum roll.
Ah, that's from Des Moines, Principal Park, home of the Iowa Cubs. And that is a segue, even if unintended.
Where?
No, not the device that you roll down the street. The Iowa Cubs season is over, 80-64, final record. The Tennessee Smokies finished their season 76-63. Wilson Contreras, catching prospect, went 4 for 4 in game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday and won the batting title, the Southern League batting title. How about that? Hit .333.
It's like Ted Williams.
Myrtle Beach Pelicans will take on Winston-Salem, best of 3 Southern League Division Championship. That starts tomorrow. Check that Carolina League, Southern Division of the Carolina League. So the regular season is over in the minors. As Greg Garcia takes ball 1 from Justin Grimm. South Bend Cubs set an attendance record. 347,000 plus fans came through the turnstiles. Fred Bird. What a comeback. The Mets just beat the Nationals 8-7. That helps the Cubs. As Garcia bounces foul, pushes the Nationals 9 games back in the wild card.
Devastating loss for the Nationals. Fall 6 games behind the Mets with 24 to play.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
We say how those kinds of losses hurt more than most when you have a big lead and it gets away, and then when it happens this late in the year and you're clinging to this playoff race That one's really going to sting the Nationals. There's been a lot of grumblings about Matt Williams over there. That's the kind of loss that could really hurt him. Not to say that he did anything wrong in this particular game. That's just the nature of the sport.
Ooh, ouch.
That couldn't have felt good.
No, it sounded bad. As Jay gets hit, and that'll send Reynolds to second. Outside of the right knee.
Goodness, this guy's tougher than a $2 steak. How do you not crumple to the ground?
He's got some padding. Doesn't he have a knee pad there, sliding pad?
Maybe, because it sounded a little funky.
When's the last time you had a $2 steak?
I don't know, but
don't answer that.
It was really tough.
We're going to say in some press box in the league.
Time here, the Cardinals starting to make a little noise in the 7th. Bazio out there with the Tommy Pham scouting report. They want to make sure they have a solid game plan. Clayton Richard, meanwhile, getting hot in the pen. Normally, if a team's going to come back on you, you have to present some opportunities. Kick the ball around a little bit, walk people.
Pham inside outs one. It'll drop, and the bases are loaded. Well, the Cardinals having by far their best inning of this series.
2 outs, going to hit batter, contributing here in the home 7th. Pham just pushes that one out into right field. And Joe wants the lefty.
One more note, Chesney Young won the Carolina League batting title with Myrtle Beach. Cubs prospect hit .321. Pitching change again here in the 7th.
Hey, Ralph Punzel.
Oh, hey, Ronnie.
Where are you headed?
Great Clips.
You're getting a haircut?
I checked in already. Using their online check-in.
I'm dying to check.
It saves you time.
You're getting a haircut.
Why? Thinking about applying to astronaut school.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll see you, Ronnie.
Next time, save time. Download the online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Great time for a shiny floor wax, no? Not if you just put the finishing touches on your latest masterpiece. Timing's important. Comcast Business knows that. That's why you can schedule an installation at a time that works for you, even late at night or on the weekend if that's what you need, because you have enough to worry about. I did not see that coming.
Don't deal with disruptions. Get better internet installed on your schedule. Comcast Business, built for business.
Hey, what's up, my man? Chuckles? How's it going? So, what's with the getup? Did I miss the memo or something like that?
No, you missed out on the Illinois Lottery Cash for Life game. You can win thousands of dollars a week for the rest of your life. You know what that means, buddy? I'm not taking any chances. None.
Win up to $5,000 a week with Cash for Life from the Illinois Lottery. The longer you live, the more you get.
Easy there, Chuck.
Justin Grimm not happy with his performance. That's it for the gum bucket.
Well, sometimes the gum bucket's got to pay a price. That's all there is to it. We always talk about you don't want kids to react that way, and I'm sure people say, you shouldn't be doing that. This is their profession, man. This is their livelihood. There's a lot at stake. Sometimes the guy's got to blow a gasket.
Yeah, the key is that it doesn't affect anybody else.
Yeah, you don't be throwing bats around in there or doing anything that's dangerous. There was that incident earlier this year in San Diego, and Matt Kemp spiked a helmet. It came up and hit Yonder Alonso in the head. It's got to be controlled rage. So it's a bit of an oxymoron. Well, big situation now. It's a comfortable lead, but a little less so now, isn't it? Bases loaded, 8-2. Clayton Richard, the lefty, on to face Matt Carpenter, who's had a tough go of it here tonight. He's punched out twice to go along with a ground out. Both times he struck out looking.
Well, the paid crowd tonight, 42,206, but many have left. As the Cubs led 8-0 at one point. Bryce Harper would not be happy. He kind of got on the Nationals fans last night for leaving early.
Yeah, and there were a lot of Met fans in the house in that ball game, as there are a lot of Cub fans here tonight.
One strike to Carpenter. 2 in on the home run by Grichuk. Bases loaded, 1 away, and a little liner's caught. Baez, the leaping grab to get Carpenter. 2 down.
Yeah, very nice timing there by Baez. That could be a little bit of a tricky play. Anytime a left-handed hitter hits the ball in that direction, it could be a little different. It's a different angle. You don't anticipate it. Good timing, good play. Good pitch by Clayton Richard, and his night is over.
Hamill, Grimm, Richard, Strop all working here in the 7th. Here comes Pedro.
Wow, Bear season was incredible, but it was absolutely freezing. So Wrigleyville Sports helped me warm up for Bull season. They were on fire all year long. Then came the Blackhawks, and they got hot too. But now the boys of summer are back, and it's time to head to the south side. On second thought, it's a perfect day to get some sun in the bleachers.
Elk Grove Village is home to the largest industrial park in the United States. It's a community of makers, companies that invent, design, manufacture. When your neighbors are makers, the supply chain gets shorter and profits grow. It's why businesses thrive here. Elk Grove Village. Makers want it.
Beat the rush for winter tires to get big savings at Discount Tire. Buy now and get a $50 Visa prepaid card on any set of winter tires purchased with your Discount Tire credit card. Thank you, Discount Tire.
At Domino's, we're known for delivery, but we want to be great at carry-out, too. That's why we're offering a deal that will get a lot of people in the door and help us become carry-out experts. Put your store to the test and carry out large 3-topping pizzas for only $7.99 each every Monday through Thursday.
The most popular way to follow the Cubs push to the postseason is with MLB.com at Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy live look-ins, highlights, replay reviews, scores, StatCast, live radio broadcast, and more. Get MLB.com at Bat now.
Time for some Pedro Stropage. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And he'll face Stephen Piscotty.
Strop 2-6 with a 295. Worked the finale of the Diamondback series. Got the last out after surrendering a home run to Nick Ahmed.
Up and in. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back sliders. Second one a lot better. It's 1-1.
Had a lot of success against this Cardinal team this year. Looking at his game log, and Cardinals have gotten to him a fair bit.
We went 1-2. Big swing pitch. Good call. center and a base hit. 2 runs will score. 8-4. They have halved the lead. Piscotty, 2-run single.
Didn't exactly tear the cover off the ball, but he hit it well enough and hit it in a good spot. Solid single up the middle for Piscotty. Scores 2.
We'll close the book on Hamill. All 3 batters he faced here in this inning scored, so 6 plus 3 runs allowed. Another run charged to Grimm. And Montero blocks it. Grimm still could be charged with another run. Pham singled off him. He's now at second. 9th batter of the inning. Well, this game has gotten a little too interesting in terms of the score. From 8-0 to 8-4. 2-0. Tony Cruz on deck. Yadier Molina removed earlier this inning for a pinch runner. And that is Cruz. So if he does bat here in this inning, he won't have a position.
And Mike Matheny might want a do-over on that one. Maybe regretting that he made the move to run for Molina.
Kind of hard to blame him for taking him out, considering when he walked to start the inning, it was 8-0. It's Cishek.
Especially with a day game coming tomorrow. I just don't think that Bosio and Joe Madden were really thrilled with the body language from Strop here. A little tentative with his approach.
3-0.
I think he just not trusting his stuff a little bit here. Instead, he's had some rough outings against this club and in this ballpark, and sometimes it's hard to clear that from your mind in a big situation like this.
Well, walking is not a good idea. Yeah, Hayward's more dangerous than Tony Cruz, but Tony Cruz represents the tying run if he bats in this inning. So let's see if Strop can get back in it here. Hayward looked like he was not thinking about swinging at all. 3-1. Way outside. Ball 4.
Make that the 3rd walk here in the inning. Plus a hit batter, Fernando Rodney. Looks like he'll be next.
So Cruz goes from pinch runner to just batter to eventually catcher, I would imagine. After running for Molina earlier this inning.
And if Mike Matheny wanted to, he could. He's got Stanley, though, the rookie. He's a catcher he could hit for Cruz here if he wanted.
And a base hit. One is in. Oquendo puts on the stop sign. Pham scores. 8-5.
It's like when a college basketball team gets on a run and you just don't feel like you're going to be able to find a way to stop them. Here comes Grichuk, who hit the big home run earlier in the inning.
So Grimm charged with 2 runs. And now the 11th batter of the inning. Grichuk pinch hit 2-run homers, JD mentioned, to start the Cardinals scoring. Yanked it foul.
Right now, Strop kind of heaving it up there, not hitting spots. And that's dangerous when you got a guy like Grichuk. I mean, he's not Matt Holliday, but he's dangerous. Good pitch.
Yep. Slider, 0-2.
Another one off the plate.
Scotty at third, Hayward at second, Cruz at first. 5 have scored. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Took a while. Cardinals getting back into the game, 8-5.
Every auto insurance policy has a number. But not every insurance company understands the life behind it. Those who have served our nation have earned the very best service in return. USAA. We know what it means to serve. Get an auto insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
Hey, can we help with that?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, in 5 years' time, we could be walking around a zoo with the sun shining down over me and you. And there'll be love in the bodies of the elephants too. And I'll put my hands over your eyes, but you'll peek through, and there'll be love.
Introducing the one and only Volkswagen Golf Sportwagon, the sportier utility vehicle.
Amazing Cascade video walls from Prism. Learn more at prism.com.
So Cruz catches.
Steve Cishek, veteran right-hander with the Marlins earlier this year, and now a Cardinal, combined 3.60 ERA. He's a funky drop-down right-hander. 17 times for the Cardinals this year and a 1.84 ERA. Really struggled with the Marlins early in the year. They sent him down to the minor leagues for a time.
Well, it's been eventful for that young man. A little too eventful for the Cubs in the bottom of the 7th. But they still have a 3-run lead. They'll try to add to it. Kyle Schwarber is going to get a chance. Coming back from the ribcage strain. So it has been a week. His last action came September the 1st, 1 week ago today.
Schwarber, a good guy to come off the bench in this situation. Well, obviously he's a good hitter and he's dangerous, but because he's dangerous, possibility of working the walk, get a little something started.
One statistical note from this game. The Cubs starting pitchers have ended a streak. As Jason Hamill walked 4 tonight, so that ends their 65-game streak of 3 or fewer walks, going back to June 6th. It had been the longest active streak in the majors and the longest by a Cubs team since at least 1914, according to stats. Two and one on Schwarber.
Oh, that's a good pitch here. 91 at the Nino Cishek. For a drop down guy, gets a little something on that fastball. Those fastballs and sliders.
Checked his swing, but he hit it in a pretty good spot. Cishek, though, a nice play. And he picked it up quickly, spun and fired, and got him.
With the shift on, Cishek was really the only option there. See all that open area there on the left side of the infield.
Russell swings late and hits it foul. Giants with a big lead, 5-0 in Arizona. Gregor Blanco and Tim Hudson have homered for the Giants. Cubs have shaved 1 off their magic number to make the postseason, down to 17 with the Nationals losing. Could get it down to 16 if they hang on tonight. And he struck him out. Here's what I like about the Cubs magic number and where it sits. After tonight, they'll have 25 games to go. Potentially a magic number of 16. That's a combination of Cubs wins and losses by the team closest to them. They could win 16 or more. They might not need any help. I mean, they not only control their own destiny, but as I said earlier, really they don't have to scoreboard watch at all at the moment. Play the Pirates for 4 next week, so if you want to catch and pass them,
yeah, that's the one you're pointing to.
Yeah,
I mean, you feel very comfortable about your situation as a second wild card team, but the Pirates certainly within reach. It's going to be a great series in Pittsburgh, and then they're in Chicago next week, the next homestand.
They won their game tonight 7-3 in Cincinnati, so the Cubs trying to stay within 2 of them, and again the Pirates could get within 4.5 of the Cardinals. Three and 1 on Jackson. Boy, let's see the last time. So they were 3.5 up on August 29th. So the Pirates have been this close, but not a whole lot here these last few months. Bottom 8, Cubs lead by 3.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our lives.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on. Get UVerse high-speed internet for $15 a month for 12 months with other qualifying service on one bill and a one-year term.
To some of us, home improvement isn't a chore. It's a privilege and a satisfying part of owning your own home. The tools and supplies you choose need to be able to deliver the same quality that you demand of the work you do. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand, and we want to help you achieve the best job possible. For your next home repair or home improvement project, we'd like to help you make your life better with genuine value. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
So I'm definitely gonna give it to Trevor tonight. My dad's actually cool with it. He said it's a good way for me to make some extra money. And I was thinking, why stop with Trevor? I could give it to a different person every day. With DirecTV's new referral website, it's easier than ever to give your friends your account number. Just choose how you want to share and they'll get everything they need to start saving. For each friend you sign up, you'll get $100 off your bill and so will they. Let the giving begin at DirecTV.com.
Comcast Sportsnet, your home for Chicago Cubs baseball.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan at our Comcast Sportsnet studios with a Sportsnet Central update. NBA has decided to change its playoff format. Will now seed playoff teams in each conference by record. This throws away top four protection for teams that win their division. The league also changed the tiebreaker procedure to determine home court advantage. And the Pirates beat the Reds 7-3 in Cincy tonight. Cubs hang on and win. They stay 2 back. Now we go back to Busch Stadium. Here is Len and JD.
Cap, thank you very much. 8-5. Cubs scored the first 8. Cardinals have the most previous 5 coming in the 7th. Here's Fernando Rodney.
Rodney, the veteran, 38 years of age, will work for the 5th time as a member of the Cubs. Combined, he is 6-5 with a .543 earned run average. He's allowed 1 run in a Cub uniform.
Off speed for strike 1. Fastball low and away. Fernando Rodney was the last guy Jack Zduriencik traded before he was relieved of his duties in Seattle. 2-1. Evan Segrist is up.
Yeah, I think one thing you have to remind yourself of if you're Fernando Rodney is that you have a 3-run lead here. Mark Reynolds is a dangerous hitter. So what kind of trouble the Cubs got into last inning with the walks.
Years old. Fernando Rodney, 5'11", 220. Signed by Detroit back in 1997. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the fastball.
Fell behind but came back and got him. 94 up in the zone.
Strike on Garcia. 1 hit tonight, the double in the 2nd. Change up, strike, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the change. 2 away. That's where Rodney, pretty intriguing guy. Right-hander, but the ability to get out lefties.
Yeah, changeup's been his moneymaker. I mean, he throws hard, but the changeup's been his signature pitch.
Strike one on John Jay. Got an interesting delivery, doesn't he? Just kind of slightly turns his hips as he gets the sign. Little stutter step. And it falls toward the plate. Deep breath, full turn. There we go. Castro's got it. And Rodney with a 1, 2, 3, 8th inning to the 9th. Cubs 8, Cards 5.
Hey, Chicago. Did you know that we can fly you internationally from Midway to your favorite places in Mexico, Belize, Costa Rica, and the Caribbean? You didn't? Well, that's why we're here. Ta-da! Chicago, you have lots of sunny options. So long, stateside. Hello, lots of sunny opportunities. Book now at southwest.com.
Oh, heads up, that calls for a toast. Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
We're testing Hanes underwear and socks with X-Temp technology.
Hey, Dad. Ready? No, wait. Slow down a little.
It's designed to help keep you cool. Hanes revolutionary X-Temp technology. When you're cool, you're comfortable.
Mother Nature can turn in an instant. Don't turn back. Introducing the new 2016 Ford Explorer. Be unstoppable.
This is my fight song.
New pitcher for the Cardinals is a tall, lanky lefty, Kevin Segrist.
Segrist, he can light up the radar gun. Very good strikeout numbers. You see 76 whiffs against 25 walks and 61 2/3. League hits 204 against him. And boy, you talk about backward splits. Check that out. Lefties 308, right-handed hitters $160.
If we were on the coast, we could say Segrist spells Seashek by the seashore.
Say it anyway.
But we're not.
Or by the Mississippi. The Mississippi Sea. Segrist seems to me to be the kind of guy who could really neutralize left-handed hitters. Mid-90s heater, slider, good change too, so that's probably why the numbers against the righties are so good.
Big night for Starlin Castro. A walk, a homer, a ground out, and a double. 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. One ball, one strike. Here it is. 2-1. Royals ended their 4-game skid 4-2. They beat the Twins, got all 4 of their runs in the opening inning. Fly ball to deep right. Hayward drifting. He's on the track. He's got it.
That was another good authoritative swing, though, by Castro. He's looked really good tonight.
Chris Denorfia. Pinch hits for Chris Coghlan. And then he fouls out of play. Right now, a save situation if the score remains the same going to the bottom of the ninth. Hit well out into deep right center. Jay on the move. He can't make the play. It bounds off the padding. Denorfia makes a turn to third. The Pete Rose slide for good measure. It's a triple. We got to see that dive again. That was majestic.
Yeah. Well, he got on top of this high fastball and drove it into deep right center field. Jay in hot pursuit, and Hayward hustling over to back up. It gets a little too close, can't handle the carom, and that's what allows Denorfia to go all the way to third base. Dun, 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 dun. No chance they're going to let Rizzo swing here.
Well, he can swing, but they're not going to give him anything within 3 feet.
Swing at 2 and then dare him to pitch him with 2 strikes.
Have you seen anybody do that?
I have not.
Would you ever advise someone to do that?
Absolutely. We need more of that. The Babe would have done it.
Well, they still would have walked the Babe.
Surprised Bonds didn't do it back when he was getting all those intentional walks.
Austin Powers would have swung at 3 and said, "You can't walk me. I won't let you." I love living dangerous too, baby.
I'm unwalkable.
First and third, 1 out.
Yeah, so how about this situation? They walk Rizzo even though he's a left-handed hitter with the lefty on the mound to pitch to Bryant. Gives you an idea of the amount of respect Matheny has for Rizzo and how good Rizzo is swinging the bat here tonight. And the fact that Segris with that changeup has been really good against righties.
The pitch. The aggressive cut there to fastball. 0-2. It is being pointed out, and correctly so, Miguel Cabrera, I know when he was with the Marlins, singled on an intended
yeah,
ball.
reached out. I've seen that happen a few times.
I was talking about just swing and miss on purpose to get to a 2-strike count and make a team
basically
possibly
challenge it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now will you pitch to me?
Right. 1-2. Bounced foul. I do think guys should be ready to hit on all those pitches instead of just standing there with the bat on their shoulder, because you never know. A pitcher might make a mistake. And you might have a defensive team behind him twiddling their thumbs. He struck him out, blew him away with a fastball at 96. Got a lot of the plate, but Bryant could not get it. 2 outs.
Up, down, mixed a couple of change-ups in, and finished him with a good heater at 96. Got a big chunk of the plate. They were trying to go away. Missed his spot, but kept it down and had plenty on it.
Dexter Fowler gets off the bench late to hit for Montero. And he fouls. Deep breath by the lefty. Fowler bounces one to second. Carpenter will flip to Garcia. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Cubs lead by 3.
There is a family feeling here. It is a comfortable car-related experience.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields of the Fields Auto Group. We simply treat people the way we want to be treated.
Whatever we bought, we wanted to buy it from here. You're going to feel good about the purchase. They're going to stand behind it. The service is beyond what you'd expect.
It includes our free loaners, free car washes, and cafes. It's all part of our Fields Matters program.
It's just been a great experience, and that's why I've continued to come back.
Fields Matters because you matter.
We're a Fields family, absolutely.
At Domino's, we're known for delivery, but we want to be great at carry-out too. So to help one store get better, we put them to the test.
Let's have the customers go in. 10 more customers.
Coming through.
10 more. 10 more.
We have to pay you in change, but they're like mostly for us. They are coming at me.
All right, send them all in.
Looks like practice makes perfect.
Great.
Put your store to the test and carry out large 3-topping pizzas for only $7.99 each every Monday through Thursday.
Hey, what's up, my man Chuckles? How's it going? So, what's with the getup? Did I miss the memo or something like that?
Well, you missed out on the Illinois Lottery Cash for Life game. You can win thousands of dollars a week for the rest of your life. You know what that means, buddy? I'm not taking any chances. None.
Win up to $5,000 a week with Cash for Life from the Illinois Lottery. The longer you live, the more you get.
Easy there, Chuck.
Sounds good. Denny's Beverage Depot toast of the game. Always makes me thirsty. Anthony Rizzo in the first inning. Walloped one to center. 2-run homer to start the scoring tonight. Starlin Castro, a 3-run homer. He's had a huge night. He's knocked in 4. And some changes all around, actually. The outfield, the battery. You got Ross and Rondon catching, pitching. Okay, we've got Baez is second, Bryant at third. DeNorfia, Fowler, Jackson in the outfield, left to right.
Hector in pursuit of his 27th save.
Tommy Pham, strike 1. Here's a pitch inside. Breaking ball strike. 1-2.
So we got Russell and Rizzo, the only two the original positions, still in the ball game.
Here it comes. He struck him out on a fastball looking. 96 on the gun. One away.
Hector didn't hit his spot either, but Ross able to hang on for strike 3. On a run on that heater. Fernando Rodney with a calming inning, restoring order after that big 7th, the 1-2-3-8 with a couple of strikeouts for Rodney, setting Rondon up here tonight.
Here comes the 0-1 to Carpenter, pulled foul. I don't think they realize here that Castro's out of the game. They've got the lineup wrong on the board. Not sure where Ross goes in the lineup, but when you've got expanded rosters, you're going to have situations like this. David's in the game. We just don't know where he would hit. Hopefully he doesn't have to bat. This will be it. The 0-2 is high. Piscotty on deck. Cardinals scored all their runs in the 7th. 5. Maybe the moment of the game was Strop striking out Randall Grichuk to end that threat. Into the right field corner for Carpenter. And he's got a double.
When you think of Matt Carpenter, you think of line drive doubles. He's hit the long ball this year, 21 of those.
Piscotty. Hector's 0-1. 0-2. Suppose we should remind people who may have forgotten that Hector Rondon was a Rule 5 guy. Cubs had to carry him on their roster a couple of years ago. Did not pitch in big spots. Started to get more responsibility. Got his arm strength back late that year. Just missed. Saved 29 games last year. He's got 26 so far this year.
At one point was told he might not ever pitch again. All the way back from some pretty serious arm problems. And
strike 3 called. Both outs, looking on strikeouts. 2 gone.
Rondon hit 100 on the gun the other day at home. Just bust that heater right over the outside corner. After Hayward, if he keeps it alive, it'll be Peralta to pinch hit. Frankly, would rather not see that.
Hayward got off to a slow start, but since the beginning of May, he's been a 300 hitter. Rizzo has it. Rondon at first. Cubs win. Cubs win 5 in a row now, and a chance for a sweep tomorrow behind John Lester.
Well, not the same exact script as we saw last night. Similar as the Cubs jumped out early. This time the Cardinals showed a little fight, put 5 runs on the board in the bottom half of the 7th, but not enough as the Cubs hang on to win here 8-5. And boy, what a show put on by Rizzo and Castro, Baez, and company.
Well, there's some who want to make this out to be a statement series, and I think right now it's about piling up wins and getting that magic number down to 0 as quickly as possible.
Yeah, just win. You know, just win, and that's why, you know, even though it was 8-2 and it felt like a comfortable lead, you saw Joe get Grimm up, got Strop into the game. You get a chance to bank a W this time of year, you go for it, and you worry about tomorrow.
Jason Hamill over Michael Wacha. Rondon gets the save. And the Cubs beat the Cardinals. Again, the final score, Cubs 8, Cardinals 5. We are back here tomorrow, 12:30, and we'll kick off our pregame coverage at straight up noon right here on Comcast Sportsnet. And stay tuned. We've got more to come. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next.
Cubs win their 2nd straight. They beat the Redbirds, and they move to 6.5 back in the division. Cap and Holly with you. Everything brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Cubs drilling them again, 8-0. It got a little tenuous there. But the Cubs end up closing her down, and they get another victory.
Well, you don't panic. Listen, everything is not going to be perfect. Everything's not going to be seamless. Listen, we had a big night from Starlin Castro. Good performance from Jason Hamill. Bullpen got it done just enough. Sure, maybe somebody out there is concerned a little bit, but this is a win. It's a big win for the Cubs. They went into St. Louis. They've taken the first 2. They got a chance to sweep this series, and I told you that's a statement in and of itself. They go out tomorrow and get a win, and you sweep this series. You keep talking about, you know, chasing down those Cardinals, because that's what really has to happen. But the statement has been made. They came out and swung the bats very, very well at the beginning of the ball game. Hamill settled in, got him through 6 innings, and yeah, we had a little bit of a bump in the road, but a win is a win.
A win is a win. 2nd straight in the series. Cubs will go for that sweep tomorrow. We will come back, play all the highlights for you, tell you how the Pirates did as Cubs trying to run them down for that first wild card spot in the National League. We'll be right back on our Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live.
Get your projects done quicker with Crescent wrenches and sockets at Menards. Right now, they're all on sale. Pick up this 14-piece SAE combination wrench set or this 15-piece metric combination wrench set. Your choice. Right now, all Dremel power tool accessories are on sale. This 10-inch saw blade features 40 carbide teeth, which last up to 60 times longer than steel blades. It delivers fast, sharp, and smooth cuts. Only $9.97.
Save big money at Menards.
As if you needed any more incentive to take a road trip this summer. Here's 0% APR for 72 months for well-qualified buyers, along with 2 world-class cars with incredible fuel efficiency. The stops will be few. The experiences will be many. Come see the Chrysler 200 and 300 before the Chrysler Labor Day sales event ends. Now get 0% APR for 75 months plus $1,250 total bonus cash on the 2015 Chrysler Town & Country.
There are measures we can offer. Other agents in the field?
I work alone.
Okay, what's it gonna take?
I want a guarantee.
He wants the card.
I'm in.
He's good.
Drop my phone.
Packed house, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Well, how about this moment for the kid?
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota, the annual clearance event is going on now. Toyota, let's go places. This is Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live.
The right-handed roll.
Starlin Castro thinks he got it. Deep left center. He got it. That is a 3-run bomb. 6-0.
Cubs beat the Cardinals 8-5. Cubs first time scoring 8 or more runs in St. Louis on consecutive days since 1937.
Oh, my.
Cards have dropped 5 of their last 6 ball games. Hello, welcome to Cubs postgame live presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield along with Todd Hollandsworth. I'm David Kaplan. Cubs win 8-5. Take the series. We'll break down all the action. First, an update from the Queen City as the Cubs are trying to run down those battling buccos for Pittsburgh. Pirates and Reds, third inning. Pittsburgh up 1-0. Andrew McCutchen goes MVP mode. 3-run opposite field rocket. Pirates up 4-0. Jump ahead of the 8th, all Bucks in this one. Jung Ko-Gung, bye, number 14 on the year for him. Meanwhile, Francisco Liriano punches out 10. Pirates take this game 7-3. Cubs stay 2 back. Both clubs win tonight, Howard.
Yeah, well, listen, we're taking care of business. That's the main objective for our Cubbies. The Buccos, they got a pretty good ball club, but you know we're going to meet up with them next week.
Here's your up-to-the-moment standings in the NL and the wild card. Cubs remain 2 games behind the Pirates for that top wild card spot. Cardinals lead over the Cubs, now down to 6.5, 4.5 over the Pirates. All right, let's check out now our Sports Authority play of the game in the Cubs-Cardinals matchup. Top of the second, it's 3-0 Cubs. 2 men on. First pitch fastball, and Starlin Castro says, bye-bye. See you later. His second home run since the All-Star break, 6-0 Cubs. Holly, do you realize Starlin Castro drove in 4 runs tonight?
Yeah.
He had 4 the month of August.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of different ways of looking at this. Starlin came in with outstanding numbers against Michael Wacha in the ball game. It's probably why he was in the lineup, although he's been swinging the bat better, and I think that's the key. I want to give him props. He's really handled this new role on this team very, very well. Smile on the face. Listen, it's not an easy thing to do to lose your starting job, but you know what? This guy has become a difference maker for us. He's swinging the bat well again. Had the huge night tonight, and I'm proud to say it's good to see him handling this new role very, very well because he's going to be a key player down the stretch, no doubt about it.
And you're exactly right. The way he has embraced whatever it is they ask him to do, take a seat, play second base, and you've seen him hit the ball since mid to late August. He's been well over 300.
Well, he hasn't quit on himself either. I mean, you think back to the game in which he made 3 errors, and you know, I was asked the question today: why do we even see him still out there? But, you know, Joe he is going to find that inner player. He's going to get him back out and again, and we're starting to see it. Tonight's a great example of that. There's matchups, there's key guys that he's had success against throughout his career. He's going to get starts. Joe has not stopped trusting him. He's going to get an opportunity to play down the stretch, and he's going to play a pivotal role. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you're watching how this offense goes. Different players, different guys are stepping up every night. Tonight was Starlin's night.
All right, taking a look at how the Cubs scoring got started tonight, courtesy of all-star first baseman and MVP candidate Anthony Rizzo. Top of the first, man on. 2 outs for Rizzo, 3-2 pitch from Michael Wacha. He goes with the changeup, and that ball is up and out. That is career home run number 100 for Anthony Rizzo, and the Cubs a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, you can't make a mistake to Anthony Rizzo right now, and that's it. And we talk about Wacha coming back, having skipped a start. Lynn yesterday came back after skipping a start. Both guys, they're a little off on their game, but it's about the mistakes that they're making. I mean, you know, I know if you're a Cardinal fan, you'd say, oh, well, our guys weren't on. I'll say, you know what, if you make a mistake to a Cubs hitter right now, you're going to pay for it, and that's what the Cubs are doing. I mean, you watch the offense, it's been fun to see, but the mistakes that are being made, they're making them pay for it, and they're making them pay for it with the long ball.
Great night at the plate tonight as well for Javier Baez against the Redbirds. 2 for 4 with a run scored. He was excellent defensively. He had a couple of rocket doubles.
I don't know. I just think back to what I told you. You know, what do we expect from Javi? I said the environment is so much healthier this year for Javi Baez. He's blending in a double down the left field line, a double down the right field line. A great defense at third base. He's kind of just fitting right in. He's one of the guys right now. We're not talking about big-time home runs and big strikeout totals. We're talking about Javi, the athlete, the great player, the good swings, and the production. He's going to get more playing time as this season wears on.
And how about the pickup of Austin Jackson? Came over from Seattle. He had a pair of hits as well tonight. 7th different guy to assume the leadoff role for the Chicago Cubs this season under manager Joe Madden. And he was very, very solid. Scored a couple runs, had a double. Good to see.
He may have liked it in Seattle, but he's going to love it here. This is such a healthy environment for anybody who's coming on board. Austin Jackson, we talked about it, had been swinging the bat very, very well in the month of August as a Mariner. So you thought that was going to play itself over here. Then you jump into the middle of a lineup that is functioning as well as the Cubs is right now. It's a great place. It's a great combination. Austin Jackson's on board, and he's got an opportunity to do something great this year, and that's an opportunity he didn't have in Seattle.
Cardinals finally got on the board in the 7th inning. Randall Grichuk started things off with a 2-run home run off Jason Hammel. Then Hammel walked Mark Reynolds. But here's the home run. Take a look.
Yeah, center cut fastball. I mean, listen, there were some mistakes made by Jason in this ball game. To me, this was all about having a successful night, and he had that successful night. That's what we need to center on. He made some big pitches in spots, but I'll tell you what, listen, he's working into the 7th inning here. He's probably hoping and asking for a little bit more of himself. But, I mean, we were looking